Yo, what's going on, everyone? Back here with another video on my channel, Jake Snipes. Today is Saturday the 20th. We got a lot going on. We got baseball, obviously the World Cup. We got WNBA. We got the U.S. Open going on in New York. UFC fights tonight. So a lot of sports going on. I hope everyone's able to just relax on this Saturday. We've got some beautiful weather over here in Colorado. Hopefully it stays that way. You never know with this state. But wherever you're at, I just hope you're able to relax and enjoy the weekend. Um, I do have four picks that I love for the MLB today. But before I share them with you guys, let's go over our picks from 2 days ago. We did go 2-2. Jeff McNeil, the under hit that we picked, and Carter for the Royals. His what did we have? Oh, we have him for over 0.5 hits, and that over did hit. The two that didn't hit was Byron Buxton and Paul Goldschmidt. Over 1.5 hits, runs, and RBIs. Neither of them got it, so we did go 2-2. So 50%. You know, we're gonna aim for 4-0. And like I said, I have four picks that I love for today. And I think today is finally gonna be the day where we go undefeated because we are heavily due, people. But today, I feel it. Today is the day. Okay. So with that being said, actually, let's get into the insights. Let's see. There's some couple good ones right here. St. Louis Cardinals are 3-9 in their last 12 games as underdogs. So KC money line is good. Even though Royals haven't been the best this year, but I like these odds. Almost positive, almost plus. Dodgers money line, I don't like it at those odds. That game was crazy last night. I don't know if any of you guys saw the Dodgers game, but that game was nuts at the end. Here's a good one, plus 115. The over hit in 6 of the Seattle Mariners' last 8 games, so that's a good one. But I'm gonna keep going through these. To pause the video, take a look, take a screenshot, do whatever you gotta do. Pick your favorite ones out of these. Use your make a slip of your own. You can do your own research. Whatever sports book you use. We like to use Better over here. If you use my promo code Snipes, you get 2 free no sweat entries. So take advantage of that. A lot of free promos, a lot of free picks, multipliers in there. So download the app. I'll have the link down below in the description. But with that being said, we're gonna get into the 4 picks that I love for today. And once again, we're gonna take Jeff McNeil. We don't need a lot of research for this one. He's just not hitting the ball well. You see a lot of goose eggs here. 7 of his last 10 games. He hasn't contributed anything. He had one great game against Pittsburgh, but in that last time we took him, he had the 1 hit. He had 0 yesterday. We're expecting more of that today. Like I said, we don't need to do a whole lot of deep dive into this one. He's just not hitting the ball well, and we're going to keep taking his under until he finally gets some momentum there. With our second pick, we're going to take PCA over 1.5 bases, where he's averaging a ridiculous 3.8, basically 4 bases a game. 90% hit rate, 9 out of his last 10, and he's still averaging basically 4 a game, even with a goose egg against my Rockies. Last game he had 3. He just came off another series against the Rockies where he had 10, 4. He had 18 bases in 3 games, which is he averaged 6 bases against my Rockies just a few days ago. Yeah, man, Rockies are my team. Unfortunately, it almost hurts to say that out loud, but that's the discussion for another time. Getting basically 5 plate appearances a game, averaging just about 2 hits, and one of those hits is an extra base hit. That's a crazy average, and that's how you average 4 bases a game. Okay, 1.5 just seems way too low. I don't even care who he's playing against today, but he is winning the matchup against Patrick Corbin. See, 4 plate appearances. He's batting .500. So he's winning that matchup. Let's see. If we go to Baseball Savant, you guys know I love to use this website for my research. Max exit velocity, bottom 7% of the MLB. So not only are people hitting on him, but they're smacking it. You know, it's going. Max exit velocity basically means they're hitting the ball hard for the amateurs out there. I'm still learning a lot too myself, but gotta learn some of these slangs. But basically, people are getting hits on him, and they're hitting it hard. Okay. Expected batting average .291, which is bottom 5% of the MLB. So all signs point that PCA is going to have another awesome game today with his matchup. Okay, so that's going to be our second pick, and also I love these plus odds from all these sports books. So that's going to be our second pick. Our third pick, we're going to take Kyle Rowley under 1.5 bases. Now I don't know what happened between him this year and him last year, but he's not the same player. Everybody knows he had a historical season last year. But this season just has not been the case. This line has a 90% hit rate where he's averaging 0.4 bases a game. So it's taken him, I mean, I can't even say 2 games to get on base once, because look at all these zeros. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 zeros out of his last 10 games where he hasn't been on base once. He had a decent series against Baltimore, I guess, but I'm just not sure what's going on with him. Only getting, well, not only 4 plate appearances is good. If you when I take the overs, I like to get them around 5, but 4 is okay. But he's just not doing anything with it. Kyle Riley has failed to exceed 1.5 bases in 7 straight games at home, which is 0.3, which is even worse. I don't even care who the matchup is in the pitcher. He's just not doing anything this season. And like I said, while this line did open up at half, 0.5 bases, I don't like it at that point. I never like to take the under on 0.5 because anybody could get 1 hit, any plate appearance, right? If it's at 0.5, I'll take the over, but never the under. I like it at 1.5, but if it adjusts before you go to put your bet in before 8 p.m. tonight, stupid fly, I don't like it at 0.5, 1.5 I love. So just keep that in mind. Pay attention to that if you go to place this bet, if you use this pick. But that's going to be our third pick. Before I share my pick with you guys, I want to remind everybody to sign up for better using my promo code SNIPES. Using my promo code will give you 2 no-sweat entries up to $200 in bonus cash. So up to $100 per entry will give you 2 free swings at it. Either you win or you get all your money back. You don't lose in this situation. Take advantage of the offer. There's a bunch of free picks in there. There's profit boosts. There's multipliers. A lot going on in the Better app. I'll have the link down below in the description. Sign up for Better using my promo code SNIPES, and good luck. With our fourth pick, we're going to take Paul Skeens over 6.5 strikeouts. Now, his last 10 games, he's averaging 7.5, 90% hit rate, 60% hit rate last 20, 80% hit rate in his last 5. Head-to-head against the Rockies, so this is 100%. If we go look here, last time they played, he did have 10. Unfortunately, it was against my Rockies, who is my team. It hurts to almost say that out loud because of how bad they are. But last game, he also had 10 strikeouts, got double digits there. He did give up 2 homers, I think, in the second round to 2 guys that I don't even know. So hopefully we could get some homers off of him. But as long as he gets 7 strikeouts, I'm happy. Let's see if we go down here. Getting about 6 innings pitched a game. 100 pitches, that's where you want to keep your starter. Let's see, 32%, 7.6 strikeouts. We already saw that. Paul Skeens has exceeded 6.5 strikeouts in his last 10 games. We already knew that. Yeah, so this is going to be over. Like I said, he just came off a great game against Colorado. Last time we played, and I'm expecting more of that today. And I think today is going to be the day that we finally go 4-0 because we are heavily due for a good game, for a good day. Okay? Now, depending on how today goes, I want to go back to WNBA just because I want a redemption shot because WNBA kicked our butt and is the reason why we have the 44% hit rate. Okay? So we'll see how today goes. If we do good, then maybe I'll stick to baseball. But like I said, eventually I want to go back to WNBA soon just so I can get my redemption shot. But if not, July is almost here and we get to start over fresh with a new month, right? But other than that, those are my 4 picks. I hope everyone has a great Saturday, and I'll see you guys in the next video tomorrow. Peace.